This is the Etsy Conversations podcast. I'm your host, Ijama, and I welcome you to this episode. This is a bonus Friday episode, and I'm releasing it today because it's a time-sensitive issue. Well, it's not issue, it's a time-sensitive episode, and so I wanted to give you time to plan ahead and get ready for it. This episode is titled Get Ready for the 2017 holiday selling season, and this is recording SU015, and that will make sense later on. But this episode is also a sneak peek of what you'll get when you subscribe to the new premium service I'm offering. And if you'd like to know when it goes live, please visit convome.com/read to me and complete the form there to get on the early notification list. Also, I'm conducting a short 3-question survey to find out how I can serve you better in 2018 and beyond. And I'd really appreciate your input. So if you could please go to convome.com/survey, or if you go to just convome.com, at the top menu bar, you'll see a tab for Etsy Seller Survey. Just click on it. It will open up the survey. And if you could just fill that out for me and give me some feedback, that will really help me plan for how I can better serve you in 2017. 2018, next year and beyond. So the Etsy holiday selling event for this year, 2017, starts on November 20th, and that's Monday, and it will run until December 1st, 2017. If you're new to Etsy or new to selling online, you may or may not know that the last quarter of the year is when a lot of retail sellers make a good chunk of their money. And so Etsy is having this community-wide sales event, and it's going to be a way that you can try and help boost your sales for this last quarter. And it looks like the plan from Etsy's side is to promote this very heavily to visitors to the site and potential buyers. If you do choose to run a sale during this event, Etsy will promote your products more than if you aren't running a sale. So in this episode, I'm going to let you know what you need to do in order to participate in this event, if you want to participate, that is. And I have to say, Etsy has made it relatively easy for you to participate in this event because all the tools that you need, most of the tools, are in your shop manager. So step 1 is to prepare your shop for holiday shoppers. And that starts with your tags and your titles. So what you should consider doing is switching out some of your tags and titles to include terms that holiday shoppers will be searching for. So terms like gifts for him, or stocking stuffer, or Christmas gift, things that are applicable to what you're selling. Try and include those in your tags and your titles. If you have a lot of listings to update, Etsy has a new bulk editing tool that makes this so much easier to do and not as painful as it sounds. I've used it and it's very straightforward. It's a lot easier than it used to be to change your tags and your titles for many listings. Then also, you'll want to set up dedicated holiday sections in your Etsy shop. Now that Etsy allows you to have up to 20 sections, that shouldn't be too hard to do, to add a new section if you aren't using all 20 already. So organize your shop sections to make it easier for holiday shoppers to find items in your shop that would make good gifts. So you can add in sections for gifts under certain prices, e.g. gifts under $50 or gifts under $20, as well as gifts for certain groups. So you can have gifts for teachers, gifts for grandparents, gifts for mom, etc. And if you use Etsy's new tool for creating sales, and they have a new tool in the shop manager for creating sales, that will automatically create a sales section in your shop that will house all the products that you have put on sale. So that also makes it easier too for you. So if you just want to have a sales section and you don't want to make it any more granular than that, you can do that. Etsy makes that really easy to do now too. Then you want to adjust your shipping and processing times. And again, this is just for the holiday season, just for maybe even just for this sales period. If you're able to decrease your processing time, I know it doesn't make sense for everyone, but if you are able to do that without stretching yourself too much, then try to do it. Buyers are more likely to buy from you if they know it won't take long to receive the item. Plus, last-minute shoppers tend to use delivery and shipping times as a major determining factor in their purchase. Now, if your products are ready to go, try changing your processing time to 1 day or 1 to 3 business days. Personally, I do 1 to 3 business days because even though I typically do ship my product in 1 day, everything I sell is ready to go. It gives me some cushioning in case life happens and I need an extra day to get around to shipping the product. I actually recently got an email from Etsy because I do use 1 to 3 business days as my processing time. I use that option, but I usually ship in 1 business day. And the email from Etsy said that they were testing, I don't know if it's active. It was within the last couple of weeks. So it probably is active right now, especially because the holidays are coming. Anyway, in the email, they said that they're testing out ways to help buyers find items with short processing times. And they were encouraging me to change my processing time from 1 to 3 business days, which is what I have it at, to 1 business day, because they said they're able to track and see that I actually do ship out in 1 business day. And so they said, well, just go ahead and change it to 1 business day. I didn't, just because, like I said, I like to give myself some cushioning and some lead time in case I need it. But I'll just continue to ship out the way I normally do. And maybe I'll surface in more searches. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. But it's something that they're testing. So if you can decrease your shipping and processing time, or your processing time rather, then go ahead and do that. And then also, don't forget, you can use Etsy's shipping upgrades to offer expedited shipping services. Then the next step is to set your sale up. So run your sale. Only do this if it makes sense for you and your business. And if it does, then be sure that you use a strategy that works for you. I know some businesses and some sellers don't like to do sales, or running sales doesn't make sense for their business, and that's perfectly okay. But sometimes it might be helpful. So let's say you have a product that is already selling really well at the price that you've set. Then don't cut the price. Don't put it on sale just to sell more of it, because then you're going to take a loss. However, if you have a product or a product line that isn't selling well, then you should consider putting it on sale. So that way you can clear it out of your inventory and just move it along. And then if you look at your Etsy stats, you can use the data in there to inform you about which of your items may need to go on sale and which ones don't really need to go on sale. Also, time your sale just right. So if you want to capitalize on this upcoming Etsy site-wide sale event, then be aware that it will run from, like I said, November 20th, which is this upcoming Monday, if you're listening to this before then. And if you're listening to this after that, it ends on December 1st, 2017. So if you're listening to this and that date has passed, it's over. I'm sure there will be more, but that one's over. So in order to join in, you have to use Etsy's sales and coupons tool. And to get to that, go to your shop manager, then click on the marketing tab, and then go to sales and coupons. The sale price that you offer has to be between 10 and 60% off the original price of your item in order for it to qualify for this event that Etsy is doing. Etsy plans to do a lot, to have a lot of exposure for sale items in marketing emails that they're going to be sending out to, I guess, people who've bought on the platform before. And also, they're going to be promoting it on their social media channels, on the Etsy homepage, and they'll have banners on the Etsy website. And also, most of all, there's going to be a dedicated shopping page for all the items that will be on sale. And so if you have anything on sale, I don't know exactly how they're going to organize it, but there will be a dedicated sales shopping section on Etsy. And so your products will be included in that. So, that's a lot of free promotion and exposure that you could get for your products if you choose to participate. The next thing to consider is shipping. Do you want to ship free or do you not want to ship free? Now, back in August of 2017, Etsy says that they surveyed buyers on the site, and of the people that they surveyed, or the people who responded, just over half of them said that free shipping was an important factor in determining whether or not they bought an item. But the truth is that shipping isn't free. We all know that. But you can learn how to run a free shipping promotion the smart way. So you can offer free shipping. You just have to do it the right way. I have an episode that I've recorded. It's called Tips for Offering Free Shipping Without Making a Loss. It's recording SH008. And another episode called Get Festive and Offer Free Shipping. And in these, I talk about how to run a free shipping promotion without ending up with the short end of the stick. And those are both going to be in the Mail That Package section of the premium content members area. Step 3 is getting the word out. So depending on whether you like promotions or not, and if you're selling, you have to do it anyway. So this can be the fun part for some of you or the nightmare. Either way, you have to get the word out about your promotion. Etsy is going to do their part, but it helps if you do something too. So the first thing to consider is you could buy your buyers. And by that, I mean Google Shopping ads. If you haven't yet tried Google Shopping ads, now would be a good time to try it out, especially for this Q4 selling season. If you don't know how to set up Google Shopping ads, I have an episode I recorded. It's called Use Google Shopping to Open the Doors to New Customers. And that's recording SU005. And that's in the Hood section, again, of the premium content members area. In that recording, I walk you through step by step how to set up your account and your first or your next campaign. Also, as of the time of this recording, Etsy will pay for half of your Google Shopping bill for 90 days if you qualify for their promotion. I don't yet know all the details of what the requirements are that you need to qualify for this, but right now that's what they're offering. So they're trying to give you an incentive to try out the Google Shopping ads, and it's all housed in your Shop Manager, which makes it really, really easy to do. The next way to get the word out is to go social. So this is another really good thing that Etsy has done. There's a new social media tool that makes posting your items to social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest really easy to do right from the Sell on Etsy app, which if you don't have the Sell on Etsy app, you need to download the Sell on Etsy app. It's great. I've used the social media posting tool to post on right now so far just on Twitter, and it was really easy, and it was seamless actually. So I think that tool is a good addition to the app. They're also supposed to add this social media posting tool thing to the desktop version so that you're able to post to social media right from your computer as well. And that's coming in this month, which is November of 2017. Another way to get the word out is to create repeat customers. This is another thing that Etsy has made much easier for us as sellers. So use thank you coupons to encourage your customers to keep coming back to buy from your shop. Once you create a thank you coupon and you mark it as a thank you coupon in Etsy, Etsy will automatically email it to your buyers after they make a purchase. You don't even have to go into the system, find their email, and then send it to them. All you have to do is create it in the Etsy tool and then mark it as a thank you coupon. Then automatically, whenever anybody buys anything from you, they get a thank you coupon so they can shop with you again. You can also, if you want to, send the thank you coupon directly to your buyers inside of the message to buyers message that they get when they buy an item from you. So if you know the message to buyers, which it's a message that you set up in your shop manager, and you can put the coupon in there, Etsy automatically will send that message to buyers every time they buy from you. Just include your thank you coupon in there. So they might end up getting it twice, but getting it twice is better than not getting a thank you coupon, especially if they do end up coming back. Step 4, wrap it all up with a pretty bow. So you can offer to wrap gifts, and this will save your buyers from having one more thing to do if you offer to gift wrap the items that they buy from you. This also is a new feature that Etsy is offering. To enable the gift wrapping option, all you need to do is go to the settings section of your shop manager, and then in the options tab at the top, scroll about halfway down and you'll see the offer gift wrapping and offer gift message options. If you enable the gift wrapping option, you can also select the price that you want to charge for this service. So you don't have to do it for free because, of course, gift wrapping is going to cost you in supplies for the wrapping paper, the tape that you use, etc. So you can charge for gift wrapping or you can make it free. If you do choose to charge for offering gift wrapping as a service, then Etsy will impose the 3.5% transaction fee on the payment for the gift wrapping. So just be aware of that. I actually did not realize that the gifting option was available on Etsy already until I recently got an order for an item. It was last week and it was marked as a gift, which I had never seen before. And I knew I'd never said I offered any gifting options. So even though I wasn't sure initially what to do, I just wrapped the item anyway. And it was easy for me because I love wrapping paper. So I always have wrapping paper on hand. So I found some really nice wrapping paper. I wrapped it up and then I included a handwritten note card about it being a gift and sent it off. And I'm just waiting now to see what, if any, feedback I get on it. So I'm curious. But I did not enable gift wrapping or anything. But I think automatically people are able to indicate that an item they're buying is a gift. And what that does is when you print the invoice or the packing slip, it doesn't have the pricing information so that when you send it to the recipient, they don't see how much the gift or whatever it is that someone bought for them cost. The next thing you want to do is to clarify your return policy. This is so important because if your sales are going to be increasing during this last quarter of the year, you don't want to run into any customer issues that have to do with returns and there being any crossed lines and misunderstandings. So provide as much information about how you'll handle returns as possible so that there's no miscommunication and there are no surprises if things go south with any of your transactions. Etsy has a template that you can use for drafting your return policy. If you go to settings and then click on the info and appearance tab, then go to the policies tab within that and then just fill out what you want your policy to be. And then finally, and this goes without saying, is to provide the best customer service that you possibly can. You can make things easier for yourself by using the snippets tool in the Etsy Convos to save answers to your most commonly asked questions. So when questions come in, you can just shoot off the messages quickly, and your customers will be impressed with your quick response time if it's a question that gets asked repeatedly. So that's easy. And if you want to know how to do that, you can listen to Etsy Convos Made Super Easy. I have that recording in the general help section. It's recording GH013 of the premium members section. And I walk you through how to use this very handy time-saving tool. So I hope that will help you decide whether or not it's worth it for you to take part in the upcoming Etsy site-wide sales event. If you do, I wish you the best of luck. I hope it's a very fruitful one for you. And if you like what you heard in this episode and you think you could benefit from having this type of detailed educational tutorials about ways to make your Etsy selling experience better and more profitable, please consider getting on the early notification list for Etsy Success Strategies, the audio series, once it launches. And you can go to convome.com/read-to-me to sign up. Also, while you're on convome.com, please take it shouldn't take more than 5 to 7 minutes to fill out the 3-question survey. It would really help me out a lot, and I appreciate your help. And I just want to thank you ahead of time for filling out the survey. Okay, so now please go log into your Etsy account and do something constructive with what you've just learned. If you still have any questions, feel free to email them to me at interview@convome.com or send me a message through the contact form at convome.com, and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you found this helpful, could you please help me spread the word about this resource to other current or aspiring Etsy sellers? All right, that's it for this extra bonus episode on Friday. I will be back with another episode of the podcast on Wednesday.